Perfect. There we go. I don't know. We had a hiccup on OBS here. I couldn't get going live here. Welcome to ABC123Trader. I am starting this video early today. And what I want to do is give you some education. It was actually not a bad market yesterday once you get going, but I need to teach you. I want to get right to the bare bones today. And like I said, I won't trade until after 10 o'clock. But what I need to do is really show you only trading once or twice or three times, unless if you're a scalper. What I want to do is I want to teach you just areas of interest and get to, let's say, so you get out, stay out of these traps. Let's just say that. Okay, now I'm going to switch it to the intro. And I'll be back in a second. And here's the risk disclaimer. Anything that I'm going to be showing you guys today is for educational purposes only. And we'll go from there. And I want to keep it as simple as possible so you can understand what I see and the reason why I'm doing these things. Alrighty. Welcome to ABC Trader once again, guys. And I'm just trying to get things set up here. So actually I have one chart on display right now, and I'm gonna switch to a different chart here, but I want to really show you exactly what happened and why I do certain things. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna switch this. Yeah, actually, before you even go there, I want to keep it as simple as possible. Let's reflect yesterday what happened. Okay, I shut her down just on one trade because I was having serious computer issues, and I actually got back in the trade later on when I got things going around here, made some money, and then I took the reversal trade coming back up. But yeah, my computer was all hacked up. I couldn't figure out why. And I think what it was is I was testing another order flow in the background at the same time with NinjaTrader, and she just seized everything up for me. But as you can see, remember, if you looked at my video yesterday, I said at 10 minutes or at 10 o'clock and at 45 seconds, I actually took, where is this? This is a 500 tick chart. So let's go switch it to, and it's between 10 to 10:03. Good morning, no. Okay, now this is what I really want to teach you guys here, so you can understand. There's actually maybe 2 or 3 really good trades of the day, and then you don't have to worry about anything else. And this is for scalping. Jose and I have been doing. And that works really well if you need to just bank a few bucks. But instead of rushing each trade, right here, 10 o'clock. Okay, at 10 o'clock and 45 seconds, I'm using a 15-second chart here. Here was 10 o'clock, we're at 9:56, 10 o'clock, 30 seconds, 10 o'clock, 45 seconds, I took the first trade. And then it bounced back, and this is around 10:03, it wanted to retest the high, 10:03, 15, and then from that point forward, like a double top, if you got in this trade, you would have made it all the way down. Now, I always say around 10, 10, 15, this is the arrow we look at, because I'm looking at larger time frames, but I'm really trying to pin it trying to really pinpoint it down as much as possible. Morning, Jose. Now, look what happened at 11 o'clock. Here we go again, 11, 11.05. I say 11.15. I usually say it's my 11.15 trade, but it took off, it bounced a lot quicker because of the volatility. But as you can see, I'm using 15. We see the W patterns and all that, and away we go. Now, when you use this in complement of order flow, look what you can see. But now, what I want to do is I'm going to open up one more chart for you guys so you can understand. Now, this is how you can find points of support, resistance, and confluence. And this is the key. This is how I actually started in the beginning. This was even before the time scanner and everything else, and I started going down the stupid rabbit hole. Now, I still am a NASDAQ trader. Say I use OFE. I tried high volume because it was so volatile. But let's just go to a plain, we'll do a 5-minute. I'll go 1-minute chart. I want to keep it as simple as possible. We have 15 days. Okay. Now see these high points and this low point. This was that sell-off today. And like I said, I got this bounce, and when it goes this hard, it's going to bounce up. But I'll talk a little bit slower here because some people don't speak English. But what I want to really emphasize is my one of the first few indicators I wrote, and I was just doing some reflection. I tried to reprogram something, but it didn't work this morning, but we'll have to do it manually. Fib predictor. Fibonacci for me is key for many things. Day trend, different scenarios looking at energies and cycles. I set my computer always to New York time. I don't live in New York or in down east, but I like to set it, and I keep my mindset to New York. It keeps everything simple. Will do, no. And what I want you to do is understand, because a lot of traders, actually I got a link from Isham this morning, which was really interesting, a guy blowing up his Tops Trader account. But what the interesting thing is, if you, I'm losing my train of thought here. Okay, so I set for 9:30 in the morning, and so as you can see, my market open is at 9:30 for Fibonacci, or for the Fib predictor, and I close at 4 p.m. So if your time for your market open, let's say if you're in down California, you know you have to switch this a few hours back, and accordingly. And what the Fib predictor does, and I have to, now we're going to go through this. I look for ranges, okay? It checks for overnight ranging, and this is today's overnight ranging, okay? And is it done now? So I have an area of interest of highs and lows overnight. But if we look to the left to trade the right, isn't it amazing how where this one is pointed, we're by the 161 extension. Now this one went quite a bit farther down, saying, wow, okay, we went past 161, 238, etc., etc. Now, what happens? I'm going to open this up here. I had an option here to show previous day, and I was trying to do multiple previous days, like I said when I was programming. But here was previous day. Okay. Now, when we look at the previous day, as you can see, there was two middle areas of interest, higher and lower. Okay. Now, look at this. It looks like nothing really happened here. But see how the 161 and 141 are confluence here. See the vibration level? Okay. Now, what I'm going to show you again, you know what, I'll put it to 5 minutes because I really got to show you this so you can understand the methodology. So as you can see, and I'm going to get rid of all these lines. the power of Fibonacci and what the banks actually do for targets. Now we're going to go to a previous day. Let's see here. Let me just check my properties here so I can see. Show data rate, date range. Let's see that one. Is that what I'm looking for? No. That's okay. What I do. Good morning, Isham. So now what I'm going to show you here on a Fibonacci, I'm going to keep it on draw mode because I'm going to program this because what we're going to do is, let me just check here. Halfway through. Let's see. I need to know if it's working here. 23. $21 and this is 22. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. This, sorry about this, guys. I'm delaying this. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's weird. Oh, is that because of the weekend? Okay, I understand now. Okay. Let me just check something here. Okay. So what I do, just getting, let's open this up. Right here, 4 o'clock. Okay. What I will do is I'm going to look for the high. 21st, 24th, yeah, high and the low of the session. So with the Fibonacci retracement, wherever the high was on the beginning of the session would have been here, because that was close from the other day, to the low. What I was doing before market open. Whoops, wrong one. Sorry, Fibonacci extensions. I started recording manually over and over and over again. The range, and vice versa. The overnight range. And what you will notice, now I have a 238 extension 2 days back, and look where it touched. And now I have a 200 extension down here, and look where it touched. Now, if I keep on doing this, there we go. Now I got it because it was that weekend there that was screwing me up. I did it again. So at 4 o'clock, market open to the high of the morning would have been here. I'll put it here because they're equal distance, but I'll shutter. Usually I put it here. No, that's okay. I'll put it there and back, and this way again. Now look at this. This 200 and 238 are matching. As you can see, the 161 extension, which I always say is my extension, and see how they line up? Vice versa here, 238 on the previous day, 238 on the second day. We got confluence, and look at how they hit the peak to valley. And so the reason why I'm showing you this is I know Fibonacci is powerful, and they use these numbers for buying and selling. And so what we do is once we start figuring it out, because there's so many lines and noise, I just want to show in history, you could see where they touch on Fibonacci, up to down. Now, this is today's market high, coming back down over and over and over again. But now we can see there's confluence. So what we're trying to do is try to find out where the next confluence is. And the next confluence is, you can see 1355725 and a 161. If they break these lines, this high, maybe they will go past this zone on extremities. If it's not extreme, then we have 127. And you know what I'm going to do now, so you can remove all the objects. Boom. And I have 2 days here, the previous day and today's. So all I have is 1 day back. This is the previous days. And today's, we have a target of 127, 141, where they're vibrating. As you can see, 161, where they've touched already. So if they do the previous day's 161, we have a confluence of 13597, or the 1306 level, which was a psychological number. And there's no confluences here. Does that make sense, guys, what I'm trying to show you? I'll get into Nono's question. Can you talk about swing trader indicator? Now, Nono, swing trader, are you talking swing scanner or swing trader? So, and I'll wait for an answer because I know I have a delay. But what I'm trying to show you guys is we had this major sell-off and my computer was screwing up and I had to shut her down. I use this, and I also look at volume, but I'll look at my projections to see where it goes. And also, they always say, look to the left to trade the right. We look for support resistance on price action. But if the price action it has confluence with the Fibonacci number, and we showed you a few days before, you know usually where the bottlenecks are. Plus with order flow, all that other stuff, and we build it up from there. We build up our analysis. Okay, now let's take a look. We got 10 minutes before they open. I won't even want to really, I'm not even going to open up any of the screens, guys, today until about 10 minutes before 10 o'clock, because I need you to stay away from the volatility, and I want you to just focus, just understand on education here. And then once you start understanding that, you'll start getting to realize. Now, I'm going to actually add one thing here. A day trend. And this is a 1-to-1 ratio of a day trend. What it is I look at the whole overnight session of the high and the low range. Okay, guys? So as soon as market session opens, I start looking, what is the high of the range of the night? And I always shut it down about 30 minutes before the low of the range of the night, because I try to get, I need to get set up. I can't do it 1 minute before and saying, okay, here's my target. So I give it 30 minutes before. And about 95 to 98% of the time, the range is done. With that being said, then we know where the true Fibonacci harmonics are. Because remember, we're looking at longer time. I always try to look at longer time frames to find out where to enter on the shorter time frame. Okay, this was I think it was my first indicator. Then it was the trend cloud was my second. This is this is when I was just starting to enter the rabbit hole of programming to understand things, because I was trying to figure out where is everything going. Because everybody says Elliott waves is the key, order flows is the key, Fibonacci is the keys. Well, they're all value added, but to keep try to keep consistency, I know Fibonacci works. We've seen it over and over and over again. So I use Fibonacci with order flow, with all these other things. But as you can see, and this is a lower time frame one. Let's see if NQ works. When the Fibonacci does participate properly, for example, on this one, and if we're patient enough, and that's the hardest part is patience, guys. If we're patient enough, we hit the Fibonacci zone within that energy cycle I saw. We didn't even hit that area. Well, eventually did, and it goes over and over and over again. And once it's trending properly, here you go, Fibonacci, early Fibonacci extension. This one, deep Fibonacci retracement. This is the ultimate one. Extension, even on a downtrend. But what I do is, and this was actually, I have to thank Ishop on this one because I didn't look at it at that time. I switch it to a 10-minute analysis, and I find out it's more less of these choppy signals. And then away we go. See this one? Breaking down, Fibonacci retracement, away we go. Now that's the runner for today. That's an amazing, look at how many days, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one, let's take a look what happened here. See how she bounced down? We said we lost a trade. Guess what? It's the Fibonacci retracement, away we go. Even though it was short, but on a NASDAQ, look at this, $2,000. And we're on a 5-minute candle. A lot of guys lost, some guys lost their shirt here. They came back and we said, we'll wait, see what happens on vibration. 60% comes down, 60% comes down, deep 60, boom, away we go. And now she's reversing. And so if it's on the reversal, just sitting back for a cup of coffee, coming back and see if we can get into these areas. Do we have any confluence? Will it come down? I don't know. Because this was just a crap out here, so. But over and over and over again. See, even look at here. Deep enough retracement turning red to green, 60% come back down, 60% turning back up. You can't make this up, guys. So, yeah, that one hardly hit, but at least we know. This one just barely hit, get there. This one hit on the money. This one again, hit on the money, makes some money each time, over and over and over again. Just being patient. And you got to realize, instead of trying to make $100 a day, and if you even miss a trade, you know, for the first day or two, they're saying you're not trading. Wouldn't you rather have this? Let's open this up a little bit more here. I can't hardly hit it. Hit this retracement for this return for the day. If you only hit it once, look at this, $4,000. That's a full day, though. I would go crazy. But, I mean, that's a $4,000 move instead of, you know, in one day. And some days it's crap, so whatever. So, this is what I was trying to show you. Now, I'm going to go back to the pinpointing area. 15-second chart. Okay? Now, there's 3 times, and I'm going to reiterate this over and over and over again. But there's 2 times I really want to show you over and over again. Minus these all this other noise. Let me add this. The trade I did yesterday that I made that 7-8 points or whatever, and I shut her down because I was having data issues. Let's go back. Try to finish calculating. I should have turned off all the indicators, but that's fine. There we go. We start right from the beginning. 8, 9, 10, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's why I say I'm not going to show anything until then. 10:06, 10 o'clock. Market is still going up. I don't care about that for now. Even though if it's still creeping up, we have support and resistance. But look at this time. 10 o'clock, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds. And this is a trade I showed you, not yesterday, but how many days ago it retraced. Okay? Now I look at it, and we can check it every top of the hour. Let's see where 10:30 is. See how they're 10:30 and they're hitting these zones? Give it a few minutes before retracement. And then at 11 o'clock, I always said the 11:15 time, but it doesn't really matter. We'll start looking at 11 o'clock, high volume. Look at this, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, reverse. 15-second chart, guys. Next day. Those are the 2 main trades I like doing. 10 o'clock, if it works. There's also the 10:15 trade, I call it. Here's the 10:15 trade again. 10:15, coming up to this point, watching it. So where was 10:15? 16, 15. So 15 went up this time. Boom. Okay. And if it keeps on rocking. Now let's go the next day. Is that the same one? Yeah. Oh, look at that one, 9:55. So you know she's crashing hard, so we have to watch it. Let's see, 58, 10:15, 30, 45, see this? 45, drop. And you're saying it's only for 30-second drop, but look at this. You realize if you're just scalping, it's for almost 400 bucks there. Okay, we're on MQ here. That's why I do this time for the MQ. So you make your 400, you walk away. Okay. And then 10:03. Okay, and then let's go to being patient enough. 11 o'clock. 11:15. I'm saying there it is. Right on the line. Drop. Not bad for 2 days. If you're just thinking of 2 trades, even though here's your 11 o'clock one too, right? 11 to 11:15. You always look at top of the hour. 45 seconds. 30. There's 45 seconds right here. 45 seconds, literally the last bar. Next one coming in. 11:01. Away you go. Over and over and over again. Okay? And then you use this. Where's our support and resistance? Here's our market maker. Here's a whole bunch of areas up here that we have to be worried about if she keeps on rocking. And it looks like from here to here, 44 points, almost 50 points is 1,000. And then there's my 11:15 trade. Away we go. And will it go to 12 o'clock or 12:30? Let's see where it goes. 12 quarter after 12 this time. You like those runs. And away we go again. Now let's check next day. So let's 10 o'clock. 45 seconds. See the peak here? Away we go again. Rulers. And I'm actually right on a market maker line, so I'm really confident on that one. There we go again. $1,000 move in 1 minute, almost 3 minutes. 3-minute move drop off, guys. Gotta make it up. 10:03 comes around, starting up, and away we go. Crossover. Now let's check what happens at 11 o'clock. Top of the hour. Let's see where we are. 11 o'clock, 11:01. Here's our retracement again, and then 11:15 move, 17 here. And she still wants to push it up. And we have to watch out this bottleneck and this bottleneck, and it's peeking out because of the stop loss to push it down. And does she ever make her? She'll play around all day. Next day, 10 o'clock. So now we're right in the center at 10:45, and so we're waiting for it to drop off, but we're right in market maker, so we have, like, we're right in the zone we have to watch. And so this thing didn't really take off, but we wouldn't have lost any money anyways. So now let's go to 11 o'clock. Where's 10:03 though? 10:03. See, yes, we're within that zone. Let's go to 11 o'clock and see where we are. All these stop outs are getting knocked out. 11 o'clock should reverse. It's probably a tight range day today too. So let's see where 11:15 is. 10:15, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. Drop off. First bump, second bump, away we go. Next one. It's the bottom. Is that to 12:15, 12:30, 12:45? So what's in those every 15-minute spots? Next day, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. There's your 10:45. I try to push down, and we're just breaking out of that, and away we go. This one was a big push. So you could have got it in there. Does it go to 10:30? Of course, that 15-minute aggressive push. Oh, one more thing I want to teach you guys. If you notice it's a really aggressive push from that 10 o'clock time, always look at the top of the hour to about 10:30. They'll do or 15 to 30 minutes, right? Because here's my 10:15 sell trade right here. See, 10:15, away we go again. First impulse, second impulse to the bottom of the hour. Now let's take a look at 11 o'clock. Here's your 11 o'clock, watching the bottom. Where's are we at 11:15? This is probably 11:15, 15:16. Away we go. Over and over and over again, guys. 2 trades. Okay, all the software that I write, yes, it works. I know the time scanner works, but so, and all that other stuff, and I love it and I use it. But if you keep it as simple as 2 trades a day, and you just try to do that over and over, maybe 2 or 3 in that zone, you're good to go. So, and unfortunately, hopefully, I have a meeting today because this morning I got a call, and unfortunately I'll have to really cut this video short. It's because I'm on a board here. I just need to show you what I'm doing. So I work on a GoFundMe, and I'm working on to get impoverished children educated. And because of COVID this year, I'm on the board. We're trying to get this thing going because we don't want our community center to be shut down, unfortunately, due to the stupid COVID thing. So I have to take off early, unfortunately. But what I want to show you guys is, the reason why I want to get it to you is, instead of waiting for this big market open rush, I show different things, how to make different keys here, and sometimes they explode. See, here we are, all this high volume, and guys, we always try to jump into a trade. All of a sudden, there's 200 bucks here. Yeah, I made 200. Oh, now I lost 200. Oh, I made 200. Let them play this game. You can always look at 9:45, but I'll do that on another video. Check top of the hour, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. 10 o'clock 45 seconds. I'm trying to pinpoint it. It's right to the bar there on a 15-second chart, and then 11 o'clock again. Okay, guys. Sorry, I have to shut her down early. If you have any questions, oh, last thing before I go, Nono wanted to know about swing scanner, I think, and I think he meant swing scanner. Is it swing scanner? Swing trader. So swing scanner probably. There's swing market analyzer, and swing scanner. I'll take a look at this. Oh, will it work on a 15? I don't have enough days here, so let's go to day chart. Bunk. There we go, swing scanner. On the NQ, ironically enough, we actually had an inversion options, okay? Because of, can't remember what it was, but if we were on YM, look at this. YM and NQ are kind of polar opposites on these lines here. See, on YM, we're still within that range, the sell phase. If we go to ES, oh man, I got a lot of lines that I haven't traded in a while. Let's go remove all drawing objects here. Yes, we're above the range. We would have made a profit here, shut her down. We're still in a buy phase, and they're still trying to get to recoup. But the key is we always look at this as a line of sound where the majority of the support and resistance is. So go 15-minute chart here. Go back. You'll see where that line in the sand started. She breaks down, and then she'll vibrate, break up. See how she did deep retracement? That was even yesterday. Look at these stop outs. You can't, and all this. So, other than that, I'll have to shut her down, guys. Just make sure you pinpoint your trades. Unfortunately, I can't trade today. And remember, just it's a marathon. Trading's a marathon. You know, when you get these big days and you're on the right side of the trade, you can laugh it all up. So. But if the more conservative you are in trading and take 1 or 2 trades a day, like from even Isham's ATR, if you do that 1 day trend, wait for the pullback. I know it's a pain to wait and you're thinking you're missing opportunities, or what I showed you, those 2 trades, you can be very consistent. Okay, guys, take care, pinpoint your trades, trade safe, and you guys have a great day. Bye.